Yep. Yep. So that's the better ball position right there, Daniel. In your setup, to have that ball opposite your left heel for all your full swings instead of back here too far. Okay? And starting out today again, things looked very good from this face-on angle. See there, your hands are turned over beautifully. You see the club face is closing nicely. See it's pointed at the camera, then pointed at the target, and here it's pointed away from the camera. You know, so it's closing nicely. It's like your dad and you and I are talking about today. It just takes a lot of practice to close it at speed when you're swinging the full speed in the proper timing. But this is the thing that, again, we've thought about the last couple of weeks, and I said I wanted to get you on the video when you and Victor had that play with a pro a couple of weeks ago to get that downswing playing better. And sure enough, on the very first one today, you got it much better. On the very first one, on the new blue there. And that was the practice swing, obviously, with no ball. And then we put the ball there, and you're able to pull it off right away there, Daniel, again. That's so much better than what we're seeing over here on the old gold where you started today. Right there. Much better. And you're hitting them very solidly almost every time. I mean, you hit a few scruffed off ones, but pretty much every time we peeked that on the video, man, you're right there. That's why we quit looking at it on the video. Like that one, see, it was good on the video, but you just hit the top of the ball. You know, you didn't get the sweet spot, so the ball flight was horrendous. But the swing itself, relative to the one thing you're trying to do, was very good. There again, right on the money. The ball started to the right real strong. Here again, right on the money. The ball started to the right real strong. Time after time, man. And then you did the same good stuff with the driver. The very first try with the driver. You pulled it off nicely. Right there. Started right very strong, just like you want it to. That's very good. And then, yeah, there you killed that one right down the middle. You can see the ball taking off there nicely. So same good downswing, playing like on all the others today, but you just squared the face up that much better. That thing goes down the middle with that draw. And then put that little stick on the ground to kind of make it a little easier for you there. It goes down the middle more. Same good downswing plane. Right there. I love it. Alright. And again, this is where you'll see all the tour players. With that ball opposite that left heel right there. Same good at hand action. Like I say, your hand action is beautiful. Just want to keep practicing it more and more to get more and more used to it. And then same down the line on that plane line. Through the top of their left shoulder. Parallel the plane line there. Alright? Any questions or observations? Yeah, I know, buddy. And notice, too, there were none of the weak right things. That's why when I watched you and Victor in the play with the pro the other day, I'm like, oh, man, I know Daniel can do better than that. And that's why at the end I said, okay, buddy, next time we get on the video, this will be fun to do. And I think I even said to you, it probably won't be too hard for you. So, yeah, just got to keep feeling it. So when you're practicing, really, like your dad's kind of mentioned there, you want to be kind of picky and precise in a good constructive way, not in a negative, destructive way, but and say, man, is that ball starting to the right strong? That's the main thing that'll tell me if I'm on that plane line or not. Okay, and if it stays to the right strong, you know, the face has to just turn over earlier. All right? Good questions, buddy. Good observations. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from
down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.